Hey everybody, Brandon with Bearded CV82 here. Anyways, on my lunch break real quick, give you guys a little idea of what I've been up to today. Had a wheel seal. Real quick before we get over to the cart. The Capri, 1 5/16". Been trying to use that on the wheels whenever I can. I had a probably used it on about 35-ish tires or so, along with the extension. I probably used that on there maybe 15 or so times, but that's working real good. I need to do a follow-up review with that. Been doing some filming, just haven't had time to put stuff up. A lot of you guys that saw my beef jerky review over on my outdoor channel I put up the other day probably saw the lack of time I've had to edit here lately, and I got a zip tie blocking the wheel. All right, so this is my new cart. We're gonna go ahead, I'm gonna switch camera directions here and do a little bitty tour for you guys, so hold on. All right, so premise behind this little cart here, which measures 19 3/4 inches wide, by about, what is that, 30 inches, and stands, right about 32 inches tall. Well, actually taller than that. Grab a tape measure. I know, unprepared. Like I said, it's my lunch break. So let's see how tall. I forgot right offhand how tall it is. Oh, right at about 39 inches tall, so just shy of 40 inches. So it's got right there, I put the got the Blue Point decal kit for it just to change it up a little bit. Reason behind this was I wanted a little bit of mobile workstation. We do have one of these gray carts. Youngblood here likes to use that one quite a bit. And whenever we're doing turbos, EGRs, things of that nature where I need a little bit shorter work area, this gave me the opportunity, plus being able to slide it up alongside bubblegum here. So one thing I've kind of done also is my lesser use sockets, so to speak, in my big stuff. My air impacts go in here. That's for shipping stuff out. All of my larger sockets, my 3/4 inch sockets, 12-point impact sockets, got all those in here. Big 3/4 to 1 inch adapter, all that stuff. I just wanted to clear up a little bit of room inside the top of here and clear out a little bit more space for drawers too. Just get a little bit more organization. Keep all my air tools in one spot for the most part, and the stuff I don't use as often go in here, and it does work really well as a mobile workbench. Sorry for the shakiness. I left my other handheld tripod at home. So another thing we got here, got my angle grinder, my air saw, the accessories for those, punches, race drivers, brass drifts, cheapy spare air gun. Those probably take these out. Those abominations belong in a different drawer. And then also, which is why I have those 3 ratchets up there, stuff for testing, specialty tools, stuff that I still need to go over that I've grabbed and why I've grabbed those things as to why. There's the rebuild kit that I got for that gear wrench a while back. I finally got around to sticking that in there. Wound up getting the 84 tooth instead of the 72 tooth, but hey, it fit. So tools for testing and comparison are going in here as well. we already discussed that guy, the Harbor Freight 1/4 inch, which I need to get around to doing that. Here's a gear wrench. That's going into the mix for comparisons. I've got more videos I'd still like to do, just haven't got around to doing yet. But there she is, Blue Point. Excuse me. Take a look at the part number right here. Boop. Come on. Focus. There we go. Blue Point tools, made in China. Not unlike a lot of the other counterparts for this guy. My focus. There we go. I don't know if maybe there's something on the lens screwing it up. But heaviest rated cart for the money that I was able to find, based on the blue cart that I used to have, is a really good one as well. Sorry about that. Delivery guy showed up with some parts. Where was I? Oh yes, reason behind this one was looking at the costs, the size, weight ratings, reviews between the whole max. Harbor Freight didn't have anything quite like this. Northern Tool, Amazon, a crap load of different manufacturers on Amazon with varying reviews from $110 on up to about, $400. So I went a little bit heavier duty, pretty much same warranty as this guy, except this one's made in Iowa, so obviously I do like this. Had it for a couple weeks now, like it. And then also back over here, I used to have like a pile of kind of like a catch-all, and then bottom drawer was also getting to be kind of a catch-all as well. So stuff like that, bottle jack, those tubs. I got some spare parts, those old races I'm going to make some drivers out of, that sort of thing. Boxes for other things. Took apart a seat the other day. I still got to get that video up with a good up-down valve on that. The Chicago pneumatics, that's just another reminder for stuff that I still need to do some reviews on. Yeah, I've had that stuff for 5 years. Since 2011, so 7 years. I'll get to those at some point. My jack, 20 ton. But yeah, overall, really happy with it. Does work really well for what I was wanting. It was a little bit wider than what I was expecting, due to how far, I measured the top. I didn't measure how far it actually came out. I was hoping to get a little bit closer to that, so maybe like 17 would have been a good number for me, but it's got a good wide base, and I can use this rather than the, I've had issues with focus and the glare off of the stainless top for doing reviews and stuff. Gives me a lower surface to do reviews on, especially with a tripod. I can actually still see what I'm looking at for anything that I need to look over and get down to. Bad representation probably, but yeah, works really well. Very happy with it. Definitely heavy duty. So there you have it, my little cart.